Hello there, good morning and welcome to YouGarden TV this fabulous Thursday morning. My name's Shaun, this is the fabulous Bex.
Good morning.
I keep using that word a lot, fabulous, but...
I'll take it, I'm all right with that.
But we're really excited. If you are new to the show, we'll tell you everything you need to know in a second, but if you're a regular, we have got a treat that we want you to order straight away.
Yeah, we have, let's do it.
Straight away, okay. This is a loropetalum. I have got one of these, no, I've got two of these in my garden. They're about a third of this size. There's a second one.
Oh. I'll keep this one out for a second.
Okay, no, bring it in. Because we have got a deal today, and these are spectacular. We could not believe them. I was thinking two of these, maybe £40 plus delivery, would you say?
Absolutely, certainly the size they are.
Okay, we're going to give you the details straight away because it will be first come, first served. And you've been really good. One of them for $15.99. No postage. Two of them for $24.98, no postage. On top of that, if you use that code, you probably know this already if you're regular. See these gorgeous crocus worth $9.99, 40 of them, you will get them absolutely free as long as you use the code YGTV11. So £10 worth of crocus, two of the loropetalum delivered for $24.98. Can I share the flowers? I mean, Bex, these are, look at these. These are beautiful, aren't they?
They are the most gorgeous. I mean, the foliage on them is absolutely stunning, isn't it? The burgundy, kind of almost pinky bits that you can get on there. That lovely ribbon-like pink magenta flower that you get on here. This is about autumn colour and spring colour because it actually flowers twice.
It does.
You get the flowers on here now and then again in the springtime the flowers will come. It is evergreen or ever burgundy, shall we say, because you will always have this gorgeous colour on here. Winter hardy down to about -10, reaching 1 metre by 1 metre approximately. Yes. Loves a shady spot as well. So this is a really valuable plant. Mine's a kind of
semi-shade and it does great. Honestly, I've had one a few years now and it got a bit of a battering in the winter because it was in a really exposed area. It survived, but it was like, my garden got down to -10, -11, but it got all the wind as well.
Oh, yeah.
These are really big. I think, I thought it was a mistake, so did Bex, but no, you will get two of these for this size. You will need to be quick. And what I'm going to say is, place your order now, because there's no postage, and you get your free crocus. Then stay watching. If you place a second order, then you will get a second lot of free crocus.
Yeah.
But because you've got free delivery on these, there's no reason you can't order right now. And that's all you do. You place two of those in your basket, and you're going to get your free crocus. And look, they go down to $12.49 each as long as you use that code. And all you need to do, YGTV11, and pop that in there. We think these are going to go really quickly. Obviously, it will be first come, first served. If you're watching the repeat shows on Sunday, I hope we've still got some, but you're live right now, coming up to about 10 this fabulous Thursday. It's fabulous again. That's my word today. You have to
fabulous Thursday.
Yeah.
We need Fab Friday, really, don't we?
We really do. But look at the size of these. So, the flowers are gorgeous. I see them as, like you said, ribbons, almost like ribbons of fireworks. But the foliage is divine. And as Bex says, they are evergreen. Oh yeah. Stu Aram, head of technical, has said in a white pot.
That would be beautiful because it'd really stand out there. Really beautiful. I think I'd quite like to add one of these into the border. This would be lovely. And evergreen being such a valuable thing for us to have in our garden because we don't just want to look at bare branches and bare roots, bare stems throughout the winter.
And I love the way these grow because they kind of cascade. They've got a really gentle form to them that I love.
They do. They have that kind of gentle sort of droop to the branches.
Yes.
Don't they? Which is actually quite lovely. This kind of, blowing in the breeze, that's going to look gorgeous.
And they cover really nice big areas. They're very easy to grow, as Beck said, fully hardened down to at least -10.
Yep.
Evergreen, semi-shade is ideal, and you do get two lots of flowers. I did get more in the spring, I'll be honest, but I have got some in the autumn like you see now.
Yeah, I mean these are in flower. You can see there are flowers on there. Even on this one, there's a few flowers coming on there too. So spring, autumn, and spring colour you're getting from this. But remember, it's all year round interest because this keeps that gorgeous kind of burgundy, deep colour on there.
Now, the shows are getting busier and busier. A lot of you are watching live, and a lot of you are streaming later, though. If you're on YouTube right now, say hello. We'd love you to be part of the show. And you can comment, obviously, live on Facebook as well. Right, I better tell you a bit about the show. We better tell you a bit about the show. But Elaine, good morning.
Elaine was watching yesterday, weren't you, Elaine?
These have got to be for you, haven't they,
I
Elaine?
think she was watching yesterday.
I know Elaine's made a lot of orders. But we'll tell you about the show, because we're in our 4th week. But YouGarden always provided all of the plants on our previous channel, our other world, as we now call it. We are in the middle of an 11-acre nursery.
Ah, it's beautiful here.
Yeah, it's our dream job, seriously. So we're in a giant potting shed. The TV show broadcasts live every Wednesday and Thursday, 10 till midday and 2 till 4. So we'll be back this afternoon, 2 till 4. We always have a special promotional code for the shows. Today's is sorry, no, it's not. YGTV11. I'll warm up. YGTV11, and you will get not just the free gift, and these are worth £10, $9.99, 40 gorgeous crocus, but any other promotions that are active will suddenly kick in, but you have got to use that code. So suddenly, like with the gorgeous Leupotalum, suddenly you get them for $12.49 each and things. So do use that code, pop it in your basket. Your free gift is with every order, so you can place separate orders and still get, extra free gifts. So it's 1 free gift per order. We'd love you to make 2 orders or 3 orders today. We don't care. You get more free gifts. What else do I need to tell you? If there's postage involved with an order, you'll only pay the postage once. So whatever the highest P&P is, and it's normally the biggest item, the heaviest, you'll only pay that 1 postage to cover the entire order.
I think that's fantastic.
It is, isn't it?
Really good.
And delivery, we always say between 5 and 7 days, but actually we are finding out that those of you that are ordering regularly on the TV, sometimes you're getting it in 1 or 2 days. You did, didn't you?
I did. I placed an order last Friday and it was delivered on Saturday. We had next day delivery, and a lot of you have commented to us as well and told us next day delivery. We can't guarantee that. We do say 5 to 7 days, but we are finding that people are getting those orders much quicker, which is great.
Norma, hello. Thank you for joining us.
Norma.
Get your Leupotalum, won't you? They will go quickly.
Put that in your basket.
The other thing is we would love you to join the discount club.
Yeah.
Now, someone like Elaine who orders regularly, I hope Elaine has. I'm sure she's joined the discount club because it's just such great value. So it's on offer right now. Was £20, it's £5 or £10. Now, the only difference with the club membership is the £5 one is on auto renewal. So basically, at the end of the year, it would automatically renew, but you could stop that. So that is the one that I went for, and I suggest you do too. I'm sure you love being part of the club, or you can go for the one-off 1-year membership. But what do you get? You're going to get 10% off every plant. Even if there's a deal on the plants, you'll still get 10% off, and all accessories. That does include compost and straw and professional manure, things like that. You get 5% off every outdoor living and gift order, so lawnmowers, garden equipment, machinery, that kind of thing. You're going to get £20 back just for joining, and they come in the form of vouchers, and you can use those throughout the year. Use one every 3 months, and you're going to get exclusive offers, competitions, and expert advice as well. So join the club, and you will get an amazing deal. Get your Leupotalum now, though, because that is the best deal we've had since we started broadcasting, isn't it? So I'll give you the details. 1 for $15.99, 2 for $24.99, and you'll get your free gift worth £10 as well.
I might add that into my basket. Get some white pots.
I think you'd love them. I'm tempted to get a couple more because these are about 3 times the size of mine. So. Yeah. And I'm an impatient gardener sometimes.
Yeah, me too.
Now, Bex, you've got your hands in the compost as ever.
Always. I love putting my hands in this compost. It smells good. It feels good. And we know that this gives absolutely amazing results. It does smell good, doesn't it?
Oh, it does.
Honestly.
We came into our potting shed this morning. Bex was straight to the compost.
It smells amazing.
There you are, baby.
I love it. I would curl up in this quite happily. Genuinely.
But your plants are going to love it, aren't they?
They are indeed. Okay, so we call it Premium Professional Compost, and that isn't just some fancy title we've given it to make you think that it's better than it actually is. It is professional compost. This is the compost that the nursery here use and have used for years and years and years. And the reason they use it is because they're a business. They have to ensure success. If they didn't, we wouldn't be here.
No, of course not.
And then, over the years, they actually then made it accessible. They made it available for the general public, for you and me to be able to buy. And we are now seeing those results. I know there's loads of you watching that, shop regularly. You've seen those results. Now, you see the results for a few reasons. As I squeeze this together, ball it up, look it just fell apart as I picked it up. That is the texture that you have here, this wonderful, light, airy texture that you've got with this. What that means is that roots are able to get in here to spread, to grow, and to form a really strong root structure, as shown to you on the picture here. So one's grown in our premium professional compost, the other one just in some boring bog standard compost that you'll buy from somewhere else. Above ground, they're looking great, but as they get bigger, as we deal with climate change, differing weather conditions, one of them is going to be stronger, healthier, better, give you more flowers, more fruits. One is going to be able to deal with those weather conditions. One of them is going to potentially deal better with any, disease that might be around.
Very true.
And of course, the strong foundation, the strong root structure one is the one that's going to do that.
And, it is, Betsy said, it is so important, particularly with climate change.
It is.
Last week was 30 degrees, and that is unheard of in September. And a lot of plants, if they didn't have strong roots, they would get stressed.
They would get really stressed by that. Yeah. Absolutely.
The deal today, by the way, it's not one that we regularly do.
No, it's not, is it?
But you've loved it in the past, really loved it, because you are going to get 100 litres, but rather than get the 250 bags, you get 240s and a 20. So they're just a little bit lighter and more manageable. So, sometimes compost, big heavy bags can be difficult to move around, to open, to empty, but that's a really nice kind of user-friendly version to get. So 240, one of the 20, postage is included. And don't forget, even if you just bought compost from us this morning, you will get, as long as you put that code in, YGTV11, you will get £9.99 worth of crocus. And actually, if you do the maths, and Elaine's just messaged back saying she's a member of the club and says it's the best. Thank you, Elaine. We're both members too, of course.
We are.
But you'd only have to buy 2 lots of compost and you'd pretty much get your £5 membership back in one order. So you think about it, joining today makes really good sense.
It really does.
Everything is set up very easily. You'll know if you've ordered from YouGarden. The whole system from ordering to delivery, it's really, really easy, isn't it? It's great.
Yeah, everything's really well packaged. It arrives to you in the best condition it can. Honestly, it is absolutely amazing. And this compost is what's going to make the difference to those plants that you buy. It's made me a better gardener. All of a sudden, things are starting to thrive in my garden. I've got particularly clay, heavy soil. Some things I put in the ground, and then like annual plants, you'd put them in the ground, they'd do all right over the summer, and then you'd take them out, and the root structure's the same as when I bought it. Not with this compost. It really does make a difference.
Right, we better move on. We've got loads of brand new plants and items to show you, but if you want your compost, 200503, and don't forget to get those Laura Petallium. They are amazing, one of the best deals we've ever had. As long as we've got stock, we'll keep showing those throughout the show. Right, come and join us over here. We've got loads coming up. That looks exotic. Plants of the week there. Chick charms, alliums that are in flower now. Stay tuned. Euphorbia, what a colour those are. Merlot. You love this, don't you?
I do love this.
Yes, the
I think this is
cleodendron.
stunning. The cleodendron, yeah.
Yeah, so we've got all this to come and loads more hidden under here. But, look at the size of this oleander, Bex.
I mean, I'm 5'6".
And that's 5'6".
That's 5'6", isn't it?
Yours may be bigger. We're saying that look, there'll be 95 centimetres. They may even have to be trimmed to get in the boxes, but look, this is what you're going to get year after year after year. Look at those flowers.
I mean, they are stunning, aren't they? And the thing with the oleander is this is definitely reminiscent of holidays, isn't it?
Totally.
This is the plant that you'll see, when you get off the plane in those lovely Mediterranean countries. This is the one that you see growing freely down the side of the road. Oleander, it just does its thing, and surprisingly it grows very well here in the UK as well. It is hardy down to about -5, so it might be one that you want to look after a little bit over the winter months. It might be one you want to keep as a pot plant so that you can
always
look
depends
after it.
Where you live,
Depends on the climate,
north or south, and what the winter's like. You never know nowadays, do you?
Yeah, you've got these gorgeous, the smell of these as well.
I know, I can smell it from here.
Oh, the scent that you get from those is absolutely stunning. I would definitely recommend, if you can stretch to it, I would definitely recommend going for 2 of these.
Totally agree.
I love the symmetry. I know with planting, we often say in odd numbers, don't we? But I think the symmetry when you're looking at either side of a doorway or either side of a patio area, I think is absolutely fantastic. So I think if you can, go for 2 of those. It is just absolutely stunning. This is
evergreen, of course.
Evergreen as well, so you will always have these green leaves. The flowers come on here. I mean, it's still in flower now. This will flower all summer long for you. Sort of May, June time, July, August, September. You will get a constant summer of glorious scent, beautiful bright colour, and just feel like you're on holidays even when you're not.
I've just come back from Spain and I saw so many oleanders, and they're
I bet you did.
Yeah, I did. But you can grow them in the UK.
You can.
It is a plant that you don't often see in the garden centres, but we do have them here at YouGarden Nursery. And I know Peter McDermott, who runs the team here, he's got brilliant connections with massive nurseries across the Med, and he gets amazing deals. And he will buy these in thousands, won't he?
Yeah, well, this was the thing, because you actually, like all through the summer, it's been really difficult to get hold of oleander.
Yeah.
I was searching, obviously, just in research for these shows. I was looking for oleander, and it was not available anywhere because you have to have these special licenses and things
like
to
the
bring
passports
them.
and things.
And obviously, our wonderful Peter has, as Shaun says, these amazing relationships, and he's been able to get these in. So I think YouGarden is one of the only places you've been able to get them.
And we do get amazing prices. 680156. So much to see, though. Where should we go next? What are we thinking? I'd love to go to the clerodendron, wouldn't you? Because we saw these.
Thank you.
Well, we both saw these outside in the nursery yesterday, and we're like, oh my word, we have got to have these on our Thursday morning show. And this is called
the clerodendron Pink Diamond. Yeah, I love this. I fell in love with this one. It was a new one to me, but I do think this is absolutely stunning for a couple of different reasons. Not just because you have, can I just tip this forward so you can have a look at the flower? Look at the flower clusters that you get on here. They're so, so beautiful.
Aren't they? Look at it.
But then, God, there's so many of them on there as well, isn't there?
I think I know where you're going to go next, though.
Yeah, but then look at those leaves.
Exactly. So you've got the gorgeous variegated leaves there. They look so pretty against the mauve, don't they?
I think they look really, really stunning. I love that variegation that you get on the leaves. And they're really large, kind of heart-shaped leaves that you get on there that make that flower absolutely pop. It makes it really stand out.
Now, I've never grown one of these, so what do we need to know then, Bex?
Okay, what you need to know is it is winter hardy.
Great.
Which is fantastic. We don't need to worry about this one. And it comes to you with that guarantee from us here at YouGarden.
Yes, lifetime guarantee for all of our hardy plants.
Indeed. It's wildlife friendly. You can absolutely tell that the bees and butterflies are going to love that. Ridiculously easy to grow as well, to be honest. You're gonna plant it and not really worry too much about it. I'm sorry, I did say winter hardy. I did mean to say sort of half winter hardy. It might be one that you need to give a little bit of protection to, particularly when it's younger. So if you're getting this now, and by the way, we were talking, now is a great time to plant things out in your garden. If you're getting this now, I would suggest maybe in a pot for this summer, for this winter, like you did with your echinacea.
Yes.
And then decide where you're going to plant it out next year. But the beauty of planting now is that you get a head start. It gets that lovely, strong root structure now, so that you'll get better, bigger flowers and plants next year.
I mean, what I love about YouGarden, we bring you great deals, great value, but we do bring you sometimes slightly unusual plants as well.
Yeah, and I love that.
I do.
We were talking, weren't we, about it being gardening for everyone. That is what YouGarden want to bring you. It's about beginner gardeners, expert gardeners, novice gardeners, whether you've got a balcony,
patio terrace.
Allotment was the word I was looking
sorry.
for. I was like,
I'd love an allotment.
Whether you've got an allotment, a patio terrace, a massive garden, a small garden, we do want to bring you something for everybody.
And actually, even if you don't have a garden, we do have a great selection of houseplants that you'll start to see a bit later. And
Because I love a houseplant.
I do.
I'm into my houseplants.
I do. I used to love to kill a houseplant too, but I've got a lot better.
My next one, I want a monstera. That's the one I want next. So anyway, we'll see about those.
So we are getting busy. The Laura Petalum, already orders are going through for those. Well done if you've managed to get there so far. But the leaves are absolutely gorgeous.
I think they're beautiful.
Did you say it like sunny spots?
Yes, it does like a sunny spot. It doesn't mind part shade though either, so you don't need to worry too much about this. It is deciduous, so it's going to drop its leaves over the winter months, but you are going to be rewarded by having these gorgeous flowers and leaves on here.
And it's late flowering. We're talking late
summer,
early
flowering,
autumn.
yeah, July, August, September, and maybe depending on the climate, obviously, because the weather changes constantly. Maybe even into October, you'll be lucky. Look at
maybe into December.
Who
knows?
Is the size of my hand. Look at how big that is.
Oh, that's amazing.
And I've got big hands. I do not have dainty little lady hands. I've got big man hands. They're lovely, aren't they?
We've got loads of brand new plants today. We've got more than ever, actually, haven't
I know. We're very excited about this
We
show,
are
aren't we?
very excited, and thank you so much to everyone that's becoming regular viewers and all the brand new viewers that have just found us. You can always find us on YouTube and, of course, live on Facebook, and you can watch the shows on the YouGarden.com website. And any shows that you missed, you can now stream them in your own home at your convenience. So, loads of ways of watching us. Now, I've got euphorbia in my garden. I've got some different varieties, but I haven't got these, and these are just gorgeous. We actually saw these arrive just on the trolley to the studio earlier yesterday, and we both went, oh my word, they are stunning. Now, they are the Miner's Merlot, anything with a wine in it I always love, but these are $14.97 with postage included. I love euphorbias. They do really well in my garden. My garden's quite exposed. It's quite windy, and I know you often find these, mine's at the front there. Can you see, Bex? Right at the very front.
That's amazing.
Right-hand corner. So that's one of my borders in my garden. But I just need to add a few of the Merlots. Is
That's
it yours?
mine.
Hey, yours is a nice one as well.
Yeah, do you know,
Yes.
so mine was the size that we're showing you here today, and I planted it earlier on this year. That's in the corner of two borders. It's in a relatively shady spot. It is absolutely thriving. This is low maintenance.
Yeah, and they're evergreen, of course.
Evergreen. I love the different colour shades that you get on here. The different shape to the leaves that you get on here is absolutely stunning as well. It's winter hardy down to -15. So this is absolutely not one that you're going to need to worry about at all. It creates this wonderful kind of mound. It really fills out and gives you, I mean, look at the shade.
Honestly,
of those.
they are wonderful, wonderful plants. They really are. And as Beck says, they're easy. Mine are in a fairly shady area. They look really good all year round, but I think in the springtime they really come into their own.
Well, yeah,
don't
because they also get these kind of bright yellow kind of lime-coloured flowers on here as well. So you get those colours happening for you during those months. You get this kind of, the foliage does seem to change colour as well. It's not always that deep red. You get those lovely bits of green on there. And I mean, you can even see on the ones we've got here, it looks like there's some orangey bits on here as well. It is a constant feast for the eyes.
And they just, the way that they say grow and form it's a really attractive shape that you get with, the only thing...
And that's without trimming or pruning.
I mean, I had a few straggly bits on mine that, the frost and stuff I got during the winter, but honestly, they're really easy. And that colour, really rare to get the Merlot.
It stands out
Yeah,
as well,
it does.
doesn't it, in the borders? Because obviously we have a lot of green, obviously, but to have that mixed in with some of the greenery that you have in the gardens, that really does make a big difference.
And we are doing today an amazing deal. Don't forget, you're going to get free postage or postage included. With every single order, you do need to put that code in YGTV11. And remember, even if you just buy those today, $14.97, you'll also get £9.99 of our crocus as well. That is your free gift today, worth £10. So the value that we're giving is incredible.
I can't wait to plant my crocus. I'm putting mine in the lawn. I'm going to create a lovely little thing in the lawn with those.
I've got 4 bags of crocus.
I've only got one so far. Maybe I'll have to place another order.
I've just been placing lots of separate orders, you see. Right. So if you do want to go for those, brand new today for our Thursday show, 14.97 511 386. I'm going to say hello to our Sunday viewers as well, because I know some of you, a lot of you watch us on a Sunday and watch the best of shows. So hello to you. And if you watch, and if you're watching on a Thursday and you think, hang on, I'm sure it's Thursday, not Sunday. No, we're live right now, but you do get to see the best of shows on a Sunday as well. Right, these were on a show a few weeks ago, and they were the bestseller, weren't they?
Bestseller, and these are so good. So if you love alliums, this is a way of you being able to extend your allium season, because alliums traditionally are a spring flowerer.
Late spring, yeah,
they come late spring, just into that early bit of summer. These actually wait until much later in the summer before they're going to flower for you. So these are flowered July, August, September time.
Oh my word.
So that means you can have alliums in your garden for 5-6 months, whereas normally you'd only get a couple of months out of them. That is incredible.
Now,
I can see your chin is on the floor. You're a bit...
I'm gobsmacked. I've just seen the deal, because I was away last week, and these absolutely flew. They're back by popular demand. So buy one, get 2 absolutely free.
Well, this is another reason why this was so popular. So,
Well,
of course they're beautiful, of course they're stunning, of course we want alliums in our garden, but the fact that you're getting such an amazing deal on here,
Can I
this
just
is why
say,
they were.
Well done, orders already going through on these. I love alliums, but to get, as you say, alliums in late summer and early, I say, autumn, it was just incredible. And look at the structure and shape, Bex.
I mean, they're amazing.
Aren't
They're very,
they?
very sturdy. Look, you know, I'm giving this a bit of a battering, but I'm just pretending this is out in the wind.
Well, it's autumn, it's getting windy out there.
But look how strong these
yes,
are.
that low pressure coming in.
This is the beautiful thing about alliums. But even though you get these balls of flowers on the top, you would think that they wouldn't be, you know, that they'd droop, that they'd fall over, but actually they're incredibly strong. They rise up on these really strong stems and give you just beautiful architecture in your garden.
And Beck's fully hardy, I presume.
Yeah, fully hardy, no problem at all. Wildlife love them as well. The bees absolutely adore alliums because there's so many flowers on each of these ball heads that you've got here. They spend ages just jumping from one flower to the next, to the next, to the next.
Do you
Honestly,
know, I promise
amazing.
you, if you watch the show regularly, you are going to have an amazing garden, aren't you?
You really
you
are.
Let
Doesn't
me
matter
just...
the size of your garden.
No,
either.
it doesn't.
You'll have an amazing
No.
garden.
Size is not an issue on this show. You can
Not
have whatever size garden you want. Right. Let's remind you how you can save even more money, though, as well. So if you go to the website, YouGarden.com, the website is brilliant. And we started the show. Now, if you missed this, we will come back to it, but I know orders have gone through. So 510306, wait until you see the size of these. If you buy 2, you get a discount, so you get 2 for $24.98, delivery included. Then we've added the alliums, and there again you get buy 1 get 2 free. So we've added 1 in the basket, but because we've put the special promo code in, we are going to get another 2 absolutely free, and we're also going to get the crocus absolutely free as well. But do bear in mind, you have to put that code in. You're actually saving there more than you're spending. Saving $48.97, spending only $42.96. And don't forget, if there is any postage, that covers the entire order. So if I wanted to continue shopping, you only pay 1 postage. Whatever the highest postage is, that will cover the entire order. But I think we are going to have a very, very busy show this morning. Right, we've got our chick charms next. So I'm laughing because our director said hello chick and I thought I can't say that to Begs. Not nowadays.
I wouldn't mind.
Would you not?
No, I'm all right.
Some of you would. But these are chick charms.
Yeah.
These are really cute, aren't
I
they?
really like these. This we're going to put into our unusual category.
We are.
I mean, I've not grown them, but I'm interested to grow them. I think these are great. They are winter hardy, and they're not a plant that you need to worry about at all. They give you year-round colour, and I mean, they're fully hardy. This isn't a plant you need to worry about at all. They stay nice and compact as well, like, you know,
They're
10
really
centimetre by
yeah.
10 centimetre. That's all we're talking about. It's not going to spread loads, but they are great at filling in gaps. These will grow in cracks in walls and rockeries, and rockeries. They would look amazing in a rockery, wouldn't they? In fact, I'm sure my mum's got some of these in her rockery.
See,
I'll have
I've
to
got a
find
few in
out.
my garden, but not as nice as these. I think
Well,
these have been really nicely selected in terms of colour and
Perfect
form.
selection
Yeah.
of colour. You've got 3 different varieties here. You've got that wonderful kind of limey green colour, the bright green, which is called key lime kiss. We've got apple teeny in there, which is the emerald green with the chocolate tips on it. That's this one here, I think. And then we've got the autumn apple, which is the green that darkens to burgundy. And these throw up beautiful pink flowers.
Yeah, I was going
to
to say you do get the nice little flowers, and these. I mean, so I've got some. Of these, not quite as nice, but I've got them in little pots with gravel, and they love it.
Yeah, stunning. And I mean, you can plant them around the bottom of other. If you've got taller standards, you can plant them around the bottom of there as well. They're going to give you that. Oh, look.
Yeah.
They will give you that year-round colour because they are evergreen. They're drought tolerant as well when they established. The rosettes that they create there, I think, are really, really pretty. It throws up that pink flower. The rosette will die off once it's finished flowering, but that doesn't matter because then it creates these. Like extra little ones
little
on
baby
here.
chicks.
Little baby chicks,
Yeah.
exactly that. So all you have to do is then use one of the baby chicks to then fill in any of the gaps. You have a constant supply of plants with these. And they come, I mean, you've got 3 of some of the best colour combinations.
And do you know, if you've got, I was going to, I mean, so you're a mum, Bex, but I think
Yeah.
if you've got children or grandchildren, I think they really like these.
Yeah, I think they really like these. I mean, they're not spiky or
they
anything.
look spiky, but they're not.
They're not at all. In fact, I'm sure my nan used to have loads of these on the windowsill, actually. Yeah, they're really, really beautiful, beautiful ones. And you can collect loads of these because there's lots of different ones of them. They're called the Sempervivum or Sempervivum, which means always alive. Because they just keep going. They keep going. They're also known as a house leek because apparently they used to get used to plug leaks in houses.
I can imagine.
Which is crazy,
gaps
isn't
in walls
it?
and things.
Gaps in the walls.
They're really good, and they really, plants sometimes do go through phases in terms of fashion, and they really, really, back in fashion in a big way. And you can do some really interesting displays with them in pots and things like that. So
Look at how many chicks are on
here.
here.
Look at these baby chicks.
Look at how many.
I know.
So you've got that one big central rosette there, but then look around the edge at how many chicks, babies we've got on here.
And each one of those you can propagate and make a new little plant.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
You can get so many from these. I think this is really unusual, really pretty. It's a bit different to our standard gardening, and I love something like that.
YouGarden, gardening for everybody, and we really have got plants and ideas for every single one of you today on the live show, 560993. Now, every week we do now bring you a plant of the week. So you get 1 week only to get an amazing deal. We've got Rebecca here today, and buy 10 for $14.99, amazing. But if you double up, then you get 20 for £19.98.
So that's your 10.
I mean, look at the quality of these, Bex.
Yeah, look how luscious and green these are already.
Oh my word. And then you get another 10 if you double up. So they work out less than £1 a plant.
Yeah. And they are absolutely incredible kind of quality. Look at how garden ready they are. When we say garden ready, we do mean garden ready. They are ready for you to plant out.
No.
You should be taking these out and having a look at the root structure whenever you're buying plants, because look at the quality. Looking at the colour of the roots and things like that is really important. That absolutely, these are gorgeous quality.
And sometimes, if you buy elsewhere, you'll pull a plant out of its tray and the compost will fall away and you're left with a few roots. And then actually what you've done is stress the roots and stress the plants.
Yeah.
Those are really well established and ready to go into the ground. And these are going to provide carpets of yellow, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I absolutely love the Rudbeckia. It is about sort of late summer colour. These are going to burst into colour for you sort of July, August, September time, and maybe into October time as well. They're gorgeous planted en masse like this. I have Rudbeckia planted into my border at home, and it is the plant that gives me the most joy when I look out the window at the moment, because they are just rays of sunshine. You get these wonderful mounds that happen. They're all uniform in size as well, and the flowers last for such a long time. And you get loads of them on each and every plant. We're talking about 50 by about 50 centimetre spread on your Rudbeckia. So if you think you're going for that double up deal and you're getting 20 of these, that is a lot of area that you've covered.
Now, if you missed the very beginning of the show, we started with, we think it's the best deal we've done here on YouGarden. And even when we previously presented, on our other channel, I don't think we've ever seen anything quite like this with the Lord Petalum. So, this is what you're going to get. One of those for $15.99. You've loved these in the past. However, on today's show, look at this. 2 for $24.98. This is what you're going to get, 2 of these, and delivery is included in the price. And when you pop that code in YGTV11, you're going to get £10 worth of crocus bulbs as well. Now, quite a few orders already gone through on these, and just look why. The foliage is divine, but look at the flowers. They're like, well, you described them as ribbons. I said they're like fireworks.
I think they're absolutely
Really
gorgeous.
unusual.
They're bright pink as well, aren't they? And they're the colour of those against those dark burgundy, I mean, there's green in there as well, but the leaves go just this wonderful dark colour. And as per that picture we just showed you, in a white pot, contrasting effortlessly.
And I think these look like they're going to be hard work, don't they, right? You
They
look at
do
those and
look like
think,
that.
right, they're going to be delicate, they're not going to be very hardy, but they're really easy.
They are. They're winter hardy down to about -10. So this isn't necessarily something you're going to have to worry about out too much, obviously depending on where you live, but certainly in the
I mean,
milder areas of the country.
Mine survived a really bad winter, in an exposed garden, and they took a little bit of a battering, but they're absolutely fine now.
Yep.
So evergreen, winter hardy, gorgeous flowers, and you do get flowers twice in the year, don't you?
You do indeed. You're getting autumn and spring colour from these. So these will flower for you now, September, October time, and then they'll flower again for you in the spring, February, March, April time is when you will get those flowers on there, which those just stand out perfectly against that foliage.
And the way these grow, they kind of like meander and cascade, so they naturally have a beautiful form to them. Without you doing any specialist pruning, they just seem to grow really, really nicely.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing we'll say is this deal, just look at what you're getting at home. All of our wonderful YouGarden friends out there, look at this. There's one. Go on, Bex.
There's two.
Yeah, and you can have both of those for under £25, and you will also get, I wish you had 3 arms now, use that code YGTV11 and you're going to get 40 of our gorgeous crocus as well, all delivered absolutely free of charge.
Free of charge,
that's
amazing.
I've already got 2 of these, but mine are about a third of the size, and I'm going to buy 2 more. Bearing in mind, the shows are repeated on a Sunday. Good morning to our Sunday morning viewers as well. I just hope there's some left, because the best of shows go out on a Sunday, but only if stock's available. But you're watching live right now, Thursday morning, coming up to about 20 to 11. You can all get those. Semi-shade is good, Bex?
Yeah, semi-shade is great for these, actually. So that makes it a really valuable plant, I think. We've all got those shady areas that we struggle to fill. I've got... because of where my garden points, I've got 2 borders that are pretty shady, and it's quite difficult sometimes to find the right plants.
Great though,
Well, I've got one. I definitely, there's a spot I could put these in quite happily.
And look how it's going to fill that spot. So even if you're going to buy some of the things on the show, little tip: get these now in a separate order. Get your free crocus.
Yeah.
Come. And then you've got them. Then come back. You can place a second order, and you'll get a second lot of crocus. And you lose nothing from doing that. In fact, you gain an extra bag of crocus. But I would get those quickly. I'm not being funny. That is just the best deal, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah,
for such a stunning plant.
And that's been that has been really popular on preview. Get them right now, and send in pictures next year. Let us know how they get on in your garden.
Oh, yes, please.
We'd love you to be part of the show.
We share our pictures, but we'd love to share yours as well, actually.
Do you know, I always put the good bits of my garden on my social media, but I've decided this weekend I'm going to show all the bad bits.
You're going to show some of the worst ones?
Yeah, you've got to.
I'll show you my hanging baskets, which are not great.
I think gone over. Right, what else have we got? What do you want to do next, Bex?
Dixie Pink, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, we've got to, haven't we? Oh, yes. So you've probably, if you've been watching the show, you've seen us go up and down our potting shed. You must have spotted this. I looked at this with Bex earlier on, and we were like, oh my word.
It doesn't look real.
No. And it is related to the Calistena and the bottle bush plant. But look, this is pink, and it reminds me of an exotic bird.
It does, actually,
Do you know what I mean?
doesn't it? It's very feather-like.
Yes.
But you can't feel...
Looks like it's going to a carnival.
I lovely Stuart. He was saying, honestly, you run your finger it, you can't feel it. You can't feel those. They're so fine and feathery. It's incredible.
Do you know, I've never seen this in the UK before, and I've actually never seen it abroad.
I think it's beautiful.
It's absolutely
but
stunning.
But it's not just that. Okay, so it's the leaves as well. Can you see the fern-like leaves that you've got on there? Look at that.
I mean, if you're somebody, and I am buying this, and I definitely am buying this, because I am determined to spend all my wages every week on plants.
Yeah, you clearly
are. But I am buying it because I love to have unusual plants. I love it when friends and family come around and say, oh my word, what's that? This is a showstopper. Right. How do we look after it, Bex?
Okay, this is one you're going to want to protect from frost. This is not one that you're going to want out in the garden dealing with the frost. So this is a pot plant, I would suggest, and particularly because you've got that standard going on here, it'll look absolutely amazing in a pot, and then you can bring it under cover over winter. I used to avoid things like this because I thought it was too much hard work, but you know what? It really isn't. No. You just move it into a greenhouse or a conservatory and just give it that extra protection. But then what you get is just rewarded with something really unusual, a real focal point, a talking point that you can then move out of the, into the garden during the summer months. July, August, September is when you get this wonderful, these wonderful flowers on here as well. Dense kind of metallic green once it matures. And the really interesting thing about this plant is the leaves kind of fold up at dusk.
No.
And then they open up again in the daytime.
I mean,
so I think that's going to be really, really interesting to watch.
This is not a beige plant.
It is not beige in the slightest.
No. There is nothing vanilla here. This is exotic. I've only ever seen this once before in my life, actually.
I've never seen it before, and I think it's absolutely beautiful.
It's a very rare plant for us to get, but we obviously, this is our live TV show that we stream now across all different platforms, and if you really want something unusual, this is the one to go for. I'm going to buy. I'm determined to spend all my wages every week. That's the deal I've got with my partner.
I could get it. I mean, I
want
don't have a
two.
greenhouse, but I've got a conservatory. This could live quite happily in my conservatory over the winter.
Yeah.
And then outside over the summer.
Do you know what? And I don't know if it would still flower near Christmas time. I presume not, but you never know inside.
Honestly, you don't know.
But I think if that was still flowering at Christmas time, you could actually make that look quite festive.
You really could.
You know what I mean?
But I love that. I love that. And it's a decent, big, tall plant that you're getting here in a 3-litre pot. It's, it's a decent size that we're talking about. And to have such a feature, such a talking plant, talking point. Talking plant.
But do talk to your plants, of course.
It does help, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm sure it does. But it is related, as you probably guessed, to the bottle brush plants, the Callistenum. So it is related to that, but this is like the exotic relative, isn't it?
I think it's beautiful. Love that.
Yeah. So if you have just joined us, we would love you to contact us, send any messages. I know Elaine contacted us earlier and a few others.
It's really lovely to talk to people.
Yeah. So we're live right now, of course, on YouTube, Facebook, and on YouGarden.com. Let's remind you, though, because you might have just tuned in, or you might be streaming us a little bit later on. A lot of you streamers during the week, of course, and on a Sunday. But let's remind you. I know what we're going to remind you of first of all. It's got to be these convex. This has been, this is an absolute steal today. You've got to get them. I've just heard how many orders have gone through already.
Wow.
So, one of these for $15.99. Amazing. Nearly. But you get two of them. On today's show, it will be first come, first served. If you're watching live, 11:15 Thursday, great. If you're streaming, hopefully they're still available, 510306. And you will get postage included. And I'm going to tell you again, because I know we always get new viewers. I mean, this show is... We've only been going 4 weeks now, but it is growing at a rapid rate. So with every order today, you're going to get £10 worth of crocus on $9.99 is our price. You need to use the code YGTV11, but you need to use that code to unlock all the promotions. So you know,
like the free postage, or the buy one get some free.
There's lots of different promotions that run through the show, but they're only activated. We call it the magic key when you put that code in. If you don't, you'll look at your basket and think, those prices are not what Shaun and Beck said, but once you put the code in, it goes and it all goes down.
Yeah.
Right. So they're the busiest so far. You do need to get them quickly. I'm not just saying that. They are absolutely amazing. And I'm going to be ordering mine. I've got two already, but they're a third of that size, and I love them. So the flowers are like ribbons and fireworks. They like semi-shade. They are fully hardy to a -10. Believe me, I've got mine in my borders in an exposed garden that really, really got a battering last year because I get lots of really strong cold winds. They survived. So they are fully hardy. They have a lifetime guarantee, of course, from YouGarden. So if they don't do what we say, then we will refund you. We'll send you another one, and all you'll pay is the postage. So a pair of those. Be quick, and if you're watching the repeat shows on the Sunday, if you're watching, these are still available. But I'm going to urge you to be really, really quick on those. Amazing deal, 510306, and they've been the best sellers so far. Also, on our previous show, you adored the allium bubbles. We have got them back right now on YouGarden TV, and it's an offer that is irresistible. Buy one, get two free. Now, I love alliums, but we think of alliums obviously growing in late springtime, but you can actually have alliums in late summer and autumn with these. They'll come back year after year. They're winter hardy. You've still got those wonderful balls of fantastic purple colour, but you can get these right now in flower in late summer and early autumn. And we are doing, again, you've got to put the code in, but buy one and get two absolutely free. They've been really, really popular. 561055. Then we also brought you the clerodendron. Very unusual, this one. Now, again, you might need to give it a little bit of protection over the winter months, but so maybe keep it in a pot for the first year or so. Quite often what I'll do, if it's something a little bit tender, I'll put it in a pot, but I'll still put it in the ground. I'll just dig a hole and put the pot in the ground, so you get the benefit of both. $19.99, you've got not just the gorgeous pink diamond flowers here, these big balls of colour, but you will get the stunning variegated foliage as well. And that is 510999. Now, something that I'm going to also personally recommend today is the euphorbia. Now, there are many, many different varieties of euphorbia. You often find these in coastal areas. One of the reasons I've got them in my garden, it's quite windy and they do brilliant there. They will survive in relatively poor light as well, so semi-shade. Really easy to grow, but they form lovely natural kind of domes of foliage, so they're a very neat plants grow in your garden. What makes this really spectacular is the colour, hence the name Miner's Merlot. I don't know where the Miner's bit comes in. I know where the Merlot does. I don't know. But anyway, look, I suppose, yeah, in the days when we used to go down the mines, yeah, you know, this is a dark shrub. And one thing that I know, I'm not a garden designer. I think I've got a reasonable eye for gardening and design, but different textures and different colours really works. And these are low maintenance as well, and you've got the foliage all year round. So I think they're brilliant. You've got postage included, 511386. And say, you are saving £5. Then we had something really cute actually. We had the chick charms. These are great. These fill gaps, basically. You can grow them in pots. I've got mine in little terracotta pots, gravel. They pretty much will grow anywhere. They're very, very easy to grow, but we've selected 3 wonderful contrasting varieties, and they do have lots of little babies. These are very fertile plants. They have lots of little chicks that you can propagate and grow on as well. And they will, by the way, produce the lovely flowers as well on the top little stems. They're just really, really attractive and great little gap fillers, great to plant them around. So if you've got pots with something in the centre, these are great to plant around as well. 560993. And then our plant of the week, only for this week, so the offer will finish next Tuesday. We'll launch a brand new plant of the week on Wednesday. And this is the Rebecca Goldstrom. These are brilliant perennials. They'll come back year after year. You get these masses of yellow flowers, and very neat, aren't they? If you look, there's a real symmetry to those flowers. They will spread over the years, height-wise, around about, I think Beck said 60 centimetres for the Rebecca, this variety of the Goldstrom, so kind of middle of the border, and you can grow them in pots, of course, as well. And that is 410124. And while you're all ordering on our website, yougarden.com, don't forget we have got our premium professional compost, a really good configuration today. So you've got 40 litres, and 20 litres. So although you still get a big 100 litres, which is fantastic, it's broken down into really handy sizes. So 2 of the 40 litres and 1 of the 20 litres there, £23 and £97. Don't forget, and I'm going to say it again, postage is included on your compost. You do need to use the offer code to get all of the deals and your free crocus bulbs, which are worth £9.99. And also, if you join the club today for just £5 on auto renewal, £5 a year, that will give you 10% discount on all of our plants and our compost. It will also give you £20 worth of vouchers that you can use throughout the year. You can use one every 3 months, so you get £20 back for spending £5 joining the club, and loads of other benefits as well. So I am going to urge I joined 4 weeks ago, Bex has joined, you know, for £5 a year. You can do the order right now for the club membership with all your plants, and you'll automatically get all the discounts. You'll get 10% off every plant and accessory. That includes compost, 5% off every outdoor living and gifts order, £20 worth of YouGarden vouchers. That's almost like getting £20 worth of cash back. And exclusive offers, competitions and expert advice. The other membership is just the same, but it's a one-off membership, £10 for the year. But the auto renewal is only £5 and you can cancel at the end of the year, should you wish to. The club's brilliant, it really is. Almost too good to be true, but it really is everything we say. Right, we've got some lovely bulbs now, haven't we?
We've got some really unusual bulbs.
Oh, right, come on.
Look at that.
Look at these. When we saw this picture, Bex, we were like, I mean...
You can grow those.
I mean, look at them.
You can grow those in your garden. They almost look like, did you see those, I can't remember what they're called, but those living plants that... and carnivorous plants.
Oh, yes.
You get they're kind of they're shaped like that.
Yes, you're right.
And then things fly inside and they go over the top.
Yes.
That's what they look like, don't they? But these are bright, trumpet-shaped red and yellow on there.
I think they are amazing. And I've got like an exotic tropical area in my garden. To have these there would be incredible. So, yes.
Bizarrely, though, these are going to flower for you over the winter.
I was just going to ask when they flower.
Yeah. That's what's weird about this, I think. These are going to flower for you. So you need to get them in the ground now. Now is the time to plant these. And they're not long. It won't take long, but from November time, you'll start getting these out in your garden. Seriously. They're hardy down to about -5. So, you know, if you're in some of the worse areas, you're just going to want to maybe think about that and look after them a bit. But yeah, these will flower for you over the winter.
Right,
and right the way through until the springer as well. So November through to spring, you will get these in your garden.
Because you know what I'm thinking? Because I me and my dad have got a pub, and I struggle with the pub garden over the winter.
Yeah, of course, it's hard.
It is.
Yeah.
And I always put my pansies and my primulas and things. But I'm imagining these in pots on the tables in the winter, and at Christmas time, if they were potentially at Christmas.
Because they're red and yellow,
red
and white as well.
You could really make them a little bit festive, couldn't you?
Really could.
You know
I think these are
sometimes
great.
put like baubles around the pots. I love them.
I love them.
Yeah.
They are a South African native. They will naturalise for you over the years, so that's always a good thing, isn't it? They will last you for lots and lots of time. As I said, they are going to need a bit of the bulbs are going to need a bit of protection because hardy down to about -5. But just give them a mulch. We've got Strulch, haven't we, on the show? Get some of that. But this is the time to plant them. You can plant them up to December, but obviously you just won't get the flowers as early. So now is the perfect time to plant those. And genuinely, within, if you plant them now, hopefully within sort of 6 weeks, you'll start seeing those come up. You'll start getting those ridiculously unusual flowers happening.
I cannot wait.
Aren't they great?
Watching the show, being part of the YouGarden community, you're going to just get to try and experience so many different things and get some amazing deals as well. Don't forget, even if you're just buying the Oxalis Candy Cane, you'll still get your free crocus bulbs, which are worth £9.99. All you need to do is use that code. And I know I keep repeating it, but I'd hate you to miss out on that. So YGTV11. Like those, Bex.
They're good, aren't they?
They're amazing. I didn't realise they were winter flowering though.
Yeah.
So,
that's the exciting thing about
I'm going to try those. I'm going to see if I can get them to flower around Christmas time as well. But we have got something a little bit more traditional for you next. Maybe you're thinking, well, I love those, but I just want to go for my classic spring colour. Now, we have got the complete spring flying bulb collection. Right, do you know what? I saw 100 bulbs in a deal the other day for $14.99. We here on YouGarden TV are going to give you 300 bulbs for $12.99. Now that works out just over, get this, 4 pence a bulb. Seriously. Because 4 times 300, you do the maths, it's just over 4 pence a bulb. I think it works out 4.25p a bulb, I'm going to say.
Wow.
I've done this in my head, but it's something, I think it is. Oh, there you go. Yeah, 4.3 pence a bulb. Yeah, under 5 pence a bulb. Closer to 4p. But anyway, what do we get?
Okay, so this is your 300 spring into early summer flowering bulb collection. It comes to you in a big bag like this, but They are all labelled, so they come out labelled like this. So this is your mascara.
Brilliant.
You're getting 30 of those. We love a grape hyacinth. They naturalise over time.
Great.
They're nice and compact in the front of your borders. I've got loads of grape hyacinth. They come back for you, come back for you. They are fantastic.
And they spread really quickly. So what else got?
They do. We've got Allium Neapolitanum. So that is the white balls of flowers that you get there. 50 Allium Neapolitanums you're getting there. They get up to about, I think, about 50 centimetres in height. Absolutely beautiful. We've got 15 crocus in here as well. You're getting crocus as your food growth when you add that in. Never can you have enough crocus. If you're putting them into borders, then think about planting some into the grass as well.
This is the bag that keeps on giving. What else you got?
We've got Allium Molly. The yellow one,
isn't it? Yeah.
That's this one over here. Those lovely upright facing, gorgeous allium flowers. We have daffodils. These are the Marie Curie variety, so you're getting 15 of those. You've got to have daffs in your garden,
and they're the small ones, aren't they?
They are. They're the smaller miniature ones. I think about 20 centimetres in height. They don't get very tall.
Hanging baskets.
Then we've got mixed tulips. Lovely rainbow colours going on in there.
How many of those, Bex?
30 of those. And then finally, 80 of the Iphion. That is those lovely kind of lilac-y star-shaped ones. And the Iphion I really like the look of because those are the ones that don't mind a bit of clay soil. And I got lots of that.
Yeah. Hey, clay soil's good. You just need to break it up a bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, it's got lots of nutrients in there. It's just hard to dig into.
Right, the value... 300 bulbs. I mean, look, put them in beds, borders, hanging baskets, pots. Go bulb crazy. You really thank us for it in the spring.
Oh, such a transformation with those, isn't there? A massive transformation. You can do the lasagna planting. There's a wonderful thing on our YouGarden.
There's a really good article on our Facebook page. I was looking at it.
I think it's on Instagram as well. If you're on Instagram, have a look on there.
It's because all our social, I was looking at it last night as it happens.
Yeah, lasagna planting. So it's about planting, because some bulbs can go deeper. So creating those layers, and then you get this wonderful display going on.
That keeps going on and on.
Great, I love that idea.
So loads on our website in terms of hints and tips, but that is an absolute steal today. 630-053, 300 bulbs, all ready to plant, $12.99. The recommended retail price is £30. I think that's great. That's 10 pence a bulb. But $12.99 is your price there. And you'll get your extra 40 free crocus. With every order, just use YGTV11, don't forget. So you will get all of those free crocus as well. Now, the star of the show. Right. I mean, you're not daft at home, I tell you now.
No, you're not.
So these are your Loropetalum. One of these, $15.99, amazing value on today's show. And we knew you'd love these. I'm not being funny. We did.
We knew.
Some of you have just gone for one, that's fine, but nearly everyone has doubled up. And if you go for two of these, $24.98, postage is included, and you get your free bulbs worth nearly £10. Thank you, Bex. We do need more arms and hands. Can we just look at these, though? Two of these.
Aren't they pretty? I love them.
And I've got a couple in my garden, about a third of the size. You've got these instantly looking fabulous. So shall we start with those flowers, Bex?
I think the flowers are stunning. So you're calling them fireworks, aren't you?
Yeah, you're calling them
ribbons. I think they're really, really beautiful. I love the colour. Very, very bright pink that you're getting on here. Magenta pink. They are stunning, stunning flowers on here. But you get those twice a year. So those will be flowering now, so September, October time. But then you also get another display of those in spring. You were saying you got a bigger display in spring than you did in the autumn.
I did. I've still got some flowers now, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And as they mature and get bigger and better, obviously the flowering displays will get bigger and better as well. They are shade-loving plant too. Yeah. So this I love because I've got a few shady areas. It's really tricky to decide what to put in there because not everything likes the shade. This one doesn't mind it at all. The way that those flowers stand out from the evergreen or ever burgundy foliage that you have here, I just think is beautiful. I love the photograph that we're showing you. The one in the white pot, because that really sets off the colour of the leaves and the flowers, doesn't it? It's a really valuable plant, I think, for a multitude of reasons. Winter hardy down to about -10 as well. So in most areas, this is going to be absolutely fine. Not one you need to mollycoddle and look after.
And it grows. Its natural growth pattern is really attractive. So
it is.
If you look,
arching.
It sort of cascades. They're beautiful. So all I can say is, Bex and I have worked together for many, many years.
20 years now.
Yes.
20 years.
We started as children. But that deal is incredible. Now, a lot of you watch the show, you stream it on a Sunday. We always do the best of shows on a Sunday. We just hope there's some left. Hello to our Sunday viewers. But our Thursday morning viewers right now, you need to get this in your basket right now. Even if you come back and order other stuff, just secure your order on these. So what I'm going to suggest is do one order for this now because it's free delivery. So you're not going to end up paying lots of separate delivery charges. You get one lot of free crocus as well with these. You can always place a second order afterwards and you'll get another lot of crocus. But I would honestly, because these have been the top seller, I would grab them by now. Amazing value and easy to grow.
Yeah,
and unusual.
They don't need much looking after.
No.
Do you prune yours a bit?
No, I haven't yet. Mine are only a couple of years old, but I haven't had to. So mine did take a little bit of a batter in the winter because my garden was very exposed and it got down to it's like 9, -10, but they're still fine. And they look great now, I have to say.
I mean, they're relatively compact as well. They're not going to take over. About 1 metre by 1 metre is what we're talking about. So, you know.
I'm going to buy those two and put them in white pots anyway.
I like that idea.
Yeah, like this, like picture showed me.
Use your club discount.
Right, you've spotted these at the front. These are, well, it's a type of honeysuckle, but it's called a honey baby. It's another double up deal. So $14.99 for one, or, oh my word, you can get two for $24.98. Honestly, today's show, I think you'll agree, is incredible. Now, Bex, I love honeysuckle, but these are a different variety, aren't they?
They are a different variety. I'm just picking that up so you can sort of see the size of the pot here. Really nice, established plant that we're talking about here. So if you are just going for one, great, but if you want to, you can go for that double up. This is a compact variety, which is why it's called the honey baby. So it's a lovely compact plant for you, only reaching maybe 50 centimetres, 50 centimetres.
So it's more, rather than a climb, it's more of a shrub then.
More of a shrub, yeah,
nice.
Absolutely, which, you know, that might be something you want no matter what the size of your garden, but certainly if you've got a smaller space, a balcony, a terrace, a smaller garden, a patio plant, this is going to be absolutely fantastic for that. It is winter hardy as well, so it comes to you with that guarantee from us here at YouGarden, which is that if it fails to thrive in your garden, we will replace it for you free of charge. All you need to do is get in touch, we'll cover the postage cost, but a new one will be delivered out to you. It's easy to grow and maintain. Pruning really is just a little light prune just to tidy it up, really. You don't actually need to do anything harsh to this at all. It's disease resistant, as are, you know, I want to say all the plants that we bring you. We work really closely. I say we. The wonderful people at YouGarden work really closely with the breeders and the growers to bring quality plants.
And a lot of the plants are grown here on the nursery.
They are.
If any plant isn't anything but perfect, it goes into quarantine. It's like a quarantine.
Yeah, there is a quarantine section.
Yeah, it's like sent away and made to get better. But yeah, the quality and the standards are incredible. The value again, Bex. I mean, two of those today on the live show for $24.98.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I hadn't intended to buy these as well, but I'm really tempted.
Well, I don't have honeysuckle because I don't really have space for another climber, but the fact that this is a bush variety, I love pot plants.
I do.
I love having plants in pots because putting it in pots means you can move them around your garden. It feels like you've got a different garden all the time because you're constantly moving things around. But also, if you ever move, you can take them with you because let's face it, we spend a lot of money on our gardens, so let's take our gardens with us if we ever move. And this one has that beautiful honeysuckle scent, which we want. So I'll be able to move this around my garden depending on where I am sat, whether it's at the table or at the little seating area. You'll be able to move this around to take advantage of that smell. Perfect for pollinators too. The Royal Horticultural Society have given it that stamp of approval because obviously they're going to love that. Flowering June, July, August, September. So that gorgeous scent for such a long time as well. And look at the size of those. You're going to get two of those today for just $24.98. That is a double up deal. If you have just joined us, by the way, good morning. Lovely to have your company. Good morning.
Yes, we love each and every one of you joining us. We really do. We want to really build up a gardening community, and we're always going to have great plants and great deals, but also lots of hints and tips, and hopefully lots of fun. We always have fun as well, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
In our potting shed. Neil has just joined us has been watching on Facebook Live.
Good morning, Neil.
Oh, I thought Yes, Neil restreamed, but I didn't know Neil could watch live today.
Oh.
Yeah, thanks, Neil. Yeah, I thought we were just going to watch us on Sunday. Yeah, thanks, Neil. Let us know if you buy anything, Neil. What your favourite is. But yeah, we can give shout outs if you're watching live on YouTube and Facebook. We would love to hear from you. So Neil's asking what would grow well in a shady area. You know the Neil, stay there. Hang on.
I'll stay here.
Yeah, because I've got quite a few shady areas.
So Everred.
Yeah, Neil.
The Everred, do this one.
Yeah, honestly.
You can get 2 of these. You can double up on these and get 2.
Yeah, but Neil, I've got these in a relatively shady area, and they love it there. They really
love
do.
it.
And you get 2 for $24.98. So there you go, Neil.
That's what you want, Neil. Don't forget your code. If you enter that YGTV11, you'll also get your free crocus bulbs as
yes, you will.
Included. So that's a really important one.
I'm trying to think about anything else shady.
I don't think we've got anything else shady. I mean,
the Euphorbia, yeah, they do pretty well in the yeah, I've got these actually.
The Miner's Merlot. Mine are in a pretty shady area, and they do absolutely fine there. And you're getting 3 of those in the deal today as well. So that's another one that do well in the shade.
We have got, on our website, there's all sorts actually. Hostas we've got on our website and things. I love hostas, but they do die down during the winter.
They do, but they're beautiful.
Lovely.
They're luscious leaves that you get on those.
So anyway, hopefully that helps, Neil. But if you watch the shows regularly, which you do, we always have lots of different varieties of plants for different areas because it's gardening for everybody, whatever size garden you've got, whether it's sunny, shady, small, large, balcony, acres and acres.
That's what we should start doing. We'll start doing it on our socials. We'll start doing your shady loving plants and your stuff like that, so that we're helping.
I've had all different types of garden in my lifetime. I've lived in flats in Leeds. I've had like a little toast house, a little garden, and I've got a big garden now because I just always wanted a big garden.
Yeah, listen, I think it's great.
I like to make life hard for myself.
I've got a parents' garden, so I've got to look after the kids whilst trying to be a gardener at the same time.
Yeah,
gardening for everyone.
Yeah, really is. Right, we're going to go back to the bestseller from yesterday. Now, honestly, the amount of orders that went through for this Strantia was huge yesterday. It was the bestseller, so we brought it back today at the same deal. So it's 1 for $6.99, or again, pop in that code YGTV11 and you'll get 2 for $9.99. Now, I've never ever grown an Astrantia.
I love them.
I'm sure, yeah.
I'm growing a Strantia, not this variety, unfortunately, although I love the colour of this one. Mine's a more creamy coloured one. I adore the Astrantia because of the shape of those flowers that you've got on there. I think they're the prettiest flowers. They almost look like a kaleidoscope to me because just the way that they're put together. Also, the top of them almost looks like an allium, the way that these come out of the top.
Amazing.
Those sort of half ball shapes that you get on there. They are really pretty flowers. Great for your beds and borders. Mine, in fact, I've got 2. They're growing in the border, slightly shady area because they don't mind part shade. They don't want full shade, but part shade they can cope with, not a problem. So sunshine or part shade, great, go for it. Winter hardy, not a problem. It is herbaceous though, so it's one that will die back down under the ground, but it'll spring back into life for you, giving you these beautiful flowers July, August, September, October time. Mine have happened in flushes. So not constant flowers, but there'll be flowers and then they'll go, and then another one will come back. And I like that, it's quite interesting. 60 by 60 centimetres is what we're talking about.
Mid-border?
Mid-border, mid to back, depending on what you've got there.
Border, yeah.
I think they're luscious. I love the foliage that you've got, and then these flowers rising up out of the top of here as well.
And again, look at the size of the pot.
Yeah,
look at the size of the patch. 2 of these for £9.99. Absolutely amazing. And you're going to get £10 worth of crocus as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Drought tolerant too. Once they get established, they don't need loads of water, so they're really good.
Because it is difficult gardening nowadays to some degree because of the different climate changes.
Yeah, it's so hard. And I've been watching loads of the old gardening programmes, and they're often talking about that. Like, it's really difficult to know. And even the biggest experts in the world, they're all going, it's climate change. All these things are changing.
I went on a holiday last week, and normally going away in September, you think, the garden will be fine. And because it was 30 degrees, I was having to message my neighbours and beg. So look. Bestseller. Again, if you're watching the Sunday shows, the best of, I know lots of you stream on a Sunday. Hello to our Sunday viewers as well. Grab those while you can. 2 of them for $9.99, and you'll get £10 worth of crocus as well. So you've got to use that code YGTV11. But they're amazing, those. Right, what else we got then, Bex?
We've got our Nandina.
Oh, I love these.
The Nandina Obsessed. This is all about the colour-changing foliage that you get on here.
No, actually, Neil again that's watching, I've got one of these in a semi-shade area.
Yeah.
Not full shade, but semi-shade.
Not full shade. The thing is with these... actually, semi-shade will be absolutely fine. Yeah, no problem at all. The thing with these is that they are evergreen. The leaves stay on all year round. But what you get is this wonderful display of this colour-changing foliage. Can you see how you've got the lovely reds and purples and burgundies up at the top? And we've got the kind of greeny coloured foliage down the bottom there. Now, what happens here is that this changes colour with the changing temperatures. So throughout the year, you get this wonderful display going on that just changes with the season.
And the colder it is, the redder the leaves go.
Absolutely, that's correct, yeah. So the colder it is, the redder it grows. Obviously, it is just winter hardy because it changes with the weather. So this is not one that you need to worry about. You can plant it into your pots or your borders. Again, not an issue for you at all. It's called heavenly or sacred bamboo. You might have heard of it as that in the past. It grows to a decent size as well, this one. We're talking about, a metre, metre 20. So 4 or 5 foot in height, a couple of foot spread as well.
And it's not invasive like bamboo,
no.
It's
important to point out.
Yes. I've got a slight problem with my bamboo. I won't bore you with that. But this is not invasive. It's not a bamboo.
It's not a bamboo. No. It's just known as that.
Because it has the look and feel of one, doesn't it?
It's lovely when it's kind of blowing in the breeze as well. You get, that noise that you get from... Because I've got bamboos. I've got them planted in pots. And I love the noise
wise
that you
choice.
get. Yeah. Well, I did have them in the border and I dug them out.
Oh, yeah, wise choice.
The noise that you get from this as it's sort of blowing in the breeze as well is really stunning. Remember, as the temperatures drop, the leaves change colour and get darker. It also, so during the summer, so June, July, August, September, you will have these creamy white flowers. It'll then turn into green berries. The leaves develop more colour and the berries will then turn red as well. So there's so much interest going on with this plant. Just constant changes throughout the seasons.
I always think with the garden, particularly a smaller garden, you want everything to earn its place. You can't have everything only looking good for 5 minutes and then looking like twigs for the rest of the year. And this really earns its place. It does look good all year round and it changes.
That's the fascinating thing about it. Flowers, berries, berries change colour, leaves constantly changing colour. Absolutely fantastic in borders. Likewise, keep it in a pot. It'll keep it a smaller size as well, but you'll still get all of that wonderful interest. And something that changes with the seasons, I think, is quite a valuable thing in our garden. It's not all about summer. It's not all about flowers in the summer. We want things that are going to help us transition through those seasons and get us outside and make us enjoy our garden in those colder winter months as well.
Cool. William, if you have just joined us, a very, very good morning. Welcome to YouGarden TV. Lots of you watching on YouTube, Facebook, and obviously on our website. Most of you watching on our website, yougarden.com. But we are here every week now, Wednesdays, 10 till midday, 2 till 4 on the 7 on a Thursday.
That's it.
Yeah, and you get to see the best of shows on a Sunday. And between you and I, and you, Bex, you know this, there may be some more live shows coming soon.
There might be.
Maybe. So, yes, do check our website.
It's exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting. Now, we've got our Festuca sunrise. You love these, don't you?
I love these. Ornamental grasses. Just look, I'm going to move that. I'm going to move the plants because what you need to be able to see...
So they will go to this red colour?
You need to see the kind of... And it is a sunrise. Look at how you've got that lovely green down the bottom and then it goes up to the pink and the oranges and the tips up at the top. It looks like a sunrise.
Oh,
and the way that it grows and spreads like that as well, you get that kind of just fan shape of this ornamental grass coming out of here. It's absolutely stunning. It's one that's going to want a full sun position in order for you to get the biggest, fieriest display from those grasses. So ornamental grasses have become really, really popular of late. I think because they're easy to look after, they're drought tolerant, they look great in all areas. It's not just gravel gardens. People are planting these into their borders and pots and things.
I love them.
In a pot on its own as well. This would look absolutely amazing.
And they are easy, much as we love gardening, you don't always want to be a slave to your garden.
No.
Ornamental grasses, they prevent the weeds, obviously. They fill great gaps. They can look en masse absolutely spectacular. And that sunrise variety, it's incredible, isn't it?
I love the colours that you get from it, and obviously how that's just going to look, the movement it's going to create in your garden as it, you don't even need strong wind, but as the breeze is blowing, that's going to look incredible. Winter hardy down to, I mean, like -20. It's not one you're going to need to worry about.
Should be safe there.
All you're going to need to do is give it a trim. Probably about this time of year is when you trim your ornamental grasses. Just trim it down, and then those beautiful, colourful bits are going to come out next year for you. That's one of my favourites today, definitely.
And we should say it's September is such a great month to plant.
It is.
So I run a garden club in my village, and I met the speaker there last night, very well known, and he said, yes, autumn and spring, both great times, but actually autumn is in his opinion,
the better.
Yeah, because the plants get time to settle, they get to establish their roots, then they're really kind of supercharged for spring and summer next year.
It gives them a head start.
It does, of course it does.
So if you wait until spring, fine, obviously that's not a problem, but then you haven't got that head start on that year, whereas if you do it now, you've got a head start on next year. You'll have bigger, better displays.
Well, that is a stunning grass, I think you'll agree, and you get all three today. Got £5 saving, 560942 is your item number. And I'm going to say again, I'm sure you all know this if you've been watching, but with every single order, you get your free crocus bulbs, and they are worth £9.99. I went shopping in a DIY store the other day, and as I walked in, they had 25 crocus for £6 on offer. So to get 40, our price is £9.99, you will get them absolutely free. And the more orders you place, separate orders, the more free gifts you'll get as well. And we should say as well, with the free gift worth £10, and some of the items are only £10 themselves, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
Really good value, and it's a great time to plant bulbs, of course, as well. Right, Sweet Williams are next, aren't they?
Oh, Sweet Williams.
Oh, yes.
Lovely Sweet Williams. So we're getting 60 Pro plugs in here. Let me just turn this so that you can see what I'm talking about. Those are what we call Pro plugs. Doesn't mean you need to be a pro in order to plant these out. I'm a keen gardener. I've been doing it a while. I don't consider myself a professional gardener. Who does?
No.
Who does, to be honest?
I'm self-taught as well, but I've presented the garden shows for about 23 years, so I've picked up a thing or two.
And look,
and you're always learning though, aren't you?
Always, I think.
Learning.
And my thing with the Pro plugs is, if you plant stuff into your garden, which if you're watching this you do, then you have the ability to pot on and grow on a Pro plug, which is essentially all it is. These they're smaller plugs, so they need to be planted out into little pots. Go to your shed, you've got loads of them, maybe even yogurt pots, put some holes in the bottom for drainage. We sell a window propagator kit on the website that you could grow these on in as well. I bought some Pro plugs last week from YouGarden. I dug around in my shed, I found a load of plugs, and that is what I've done. They're now on the windowsill.
Or even if you're buying things like our Plant a Month, and you've got the trays.
The tray. In fact, I've used a few of those trays.
Yeah, trays like that are just a bit bigger. So I never throw anything away like that. I really don't. But plant them on.
Plant them on, give them a few weeks, look after them, water them well on a windowsill. Mine are all on the windowsill in the conservatory. In fact, I went out and I gave them a little water this morning before I left the house. Mine are pansies, but they pot them on and they'll be ready for you in just a short amount of time.
And if you work out the value today, you are getting these for 25p a plant.
It's a savvy way of doing it, for sure. If you wanted to get the best displays in your garden for as little money as possible, Pro plugs are the way to do it.
And it's really rewarding. When these plugs go into wonderful, big Sweet Williams, and you look back and think, well, I only paid 25p a plant for them, and you've got this mass of colour. The fragrance is really nice as well.
Fragrance is delicious on Sweet William. Yeah, they smell gorgeous. They're used a lot in cut flower displays and in bouquets and things. You'll have seen them. We love Sweet Williams for that reason. We also love them because they're going to give us that gorgeous autumn and winter colour, because these will start blooming for you, once you pot them on, grow them on, probably from November time, and they're going to reach about 1 metre in height and a decent spread. I think it's about 50 centimetres per plant as well. So if you're thinking you're potting on and growing on 60 of these, that is a massive amount that you are going to get. Maybe you don't want all 60, but certainly pot them on, grow them on, give them to somebody else, share them with neighbours. Perhaps you're part of a gardening club.
I love sharing that with friends and family. It's so wonderful, and that way you get more as well. You know, you give your neighbours some Sweet Williams, they give you something else back. You know, it really works. I think, you know, gardeners in general, I'm going to make a generalisation, but I think they are generous, sharing people. And, you know, you can grow 60 of those and you've only spent 25 pence per plant. Great for your pots, of course, as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it doesn't have to be borders. You can have those in pots and displays, no problem. I mean, you know, with the smell of them, with the aroma, I think that you're definitely going to want to put those somewhere where you're going to enjoy them, by your front door, by your back door. You know,
and they're so healthy, those Pro Plugs.
They're really good. You saw the roots, didn't you? You saw how good the quality. I'll pick a different one out, just so that you know I'm not picking one random
get in there,
selection
Bex.
here. Random plug. Look at the quality.
Yeah, there you go.
They are beautiful colour, beautiful quality. I mean, they are ready, aren't they?
And do you know what?
They're going to grow so quickly as well.
The moment you pop that in a 9, I've got a 9 centimetre pot. Right, just stay there, Bex.
Okay. I'm holding
I'm being a bit naughty.
It's not going to take long for them to grow on at all. Honestly, within a few weeks, these will grow on for you. He's gardening. He's just getting some compost in the pot for us.
Yeah, but literally.
Which plant did you upend? He's upended something.
I have. I've taken one of the alliums out.
In we go.
Look at that.
That's all you have to do. That is what potting on is.
Yeah,
and actually, I've used loads of these 9 centimetre pots of plants that I've grown to pot stuff on.
But you know, I'm not being funny, but in a week's time, 2 weeks' time, that is worth so much more than 25p.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, in a garden centre, you know, once that's been grown on into a 9 centimetre pot, you're going to be paying £4 or £5 for one of those.
Yeah, but it's as simple as that. Right, I better put that allium back.
Is it an allium? Is that what you've done?
Yeah. Hey.
He's upended the alliums.
I have, but...
Yeah, so it's all about that value for money with your Pro Plugs, and it's so easy to put things on and grow them on. Just within a couple of weeks, you're going to be doing that.
So Sweet Williams, down here.
Get that lovely autumn and winter colour.
I've got it back in, mate.
Well done, there we go. Lovely.
Good roots on that. Olwyn, one of my friends on social media, I met actually ages ago. Olwyn, thank you for joining us this morning.
Is Olwyn with us?
Yes.
Okay, lovely.
Olwyn's one of our regulars.
Hello, Olwyn. What are you buying today, Olwyn?
Yeah, let's know.
Message us again. Are you buying anything? What you done?
Don't look down.
I'll sort it out in a minute. Leave it alone.
Right. Can I just remind everybody of the Loripetalum? I might need your... Oh, no, I can get both bags.
You sure you're all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Right. Just come and join me. This has been the top seller over here. Right. Oh.
He says he can do it.
Well, I know you're getting some more plants.
I am. I'm going to switch some stuff around.
So, good morning, by the way, to everybody. Thank you so much for joining YouGarden TV. Love being here with Bex, my gardening buddy. Love being with you, lovely viewers, as well. I know the idea of the shows, we'd love you to join the live shows. Of course we do, every Wednesday and Thursday, 10 till 12 and 2 till 4. But also, all the shows are uploaded on YouTube and our website. We've made it really easy to watch catch-up shows on our website as well. So if you ever miss a show, go to yougarden.com and it's really easy to... In fact, I can show you this. If you want to see how to watch previous shows, if you missed yesterday's show, for example, they are going to be on YouTube, but there's our website. So YouGarden TV there. So it says live right now. Okay. And then look, watch our latest live show. We're live right now. If you missed a show, catch up here. And there's yesterday's show. There's both our shows from yesterday. There's a morning show, and then I had a costume change for the afternoon there. But yeah, they're all there. So, you know, if the offers are still available, you can get them from previous shows. So we would love you just to, yeah, there we are. That's us yesterday with a different selection of plants. But if you are watching live right now, you really need to get these Loripetalum. Buy one for $14.99, $15.99 rather, buy two for $24.98. That has to be the best deal we have done on these. In fact, I think it's one of the best deals we've ever done. And it's actually, I reckon by the end of the show, it's going to be the most popular item of this week. So if you want it, get it in your basket right now. You will get your free crocus bulbs as long as you use the code YGTV11. If you're never growing one of these, they may be looking a bit delicate. They're not at all. They're fully hardy, down to at least -10. They are evergreen, so they'll get to keep those bronze leaves throughout the winter. They may lose a few if it's particularly cold, windy, but they are evergreen. The flowers are amazing. They're like fireworks. They grow really nicely in terms of their form, so they kind of gently cascade, so they just naturally are beautiful, and they will do well in a semi-shade area as well. They are wonderful plants. The value today is incredible, and that postage is included. So 2 of those today for just £24.98. 510306 is the item of that. That looks like it is going to be either number 1 or the number 2 bestseller this week on YouGarden. It's fighting for pole position with the Astrantia, just to let you know, the kind of neck and neck. Now, also, it is definitely worth today getting your compost. We always sell a lot of compost every week, you know, thousands and thousands of bags. But today we are giving you a really nice configuration. If you're someone that finds compost a bit difficult in terms of its weight, you know, sometimes it's heavy, isn't it? It's difficult to lift up and down and empty. We have got 2 really handy sized 40 litre bags and a 20. So you are going to get 100 litres in total for just £23.97, and postage is included today. And actually, if you work out the value of our compost, because we never claim to be the cheapest, we do claim to be the best, in our opinion, and in your opinion as well. It's best I've ever used, and we've had thousands of 5-star reviews. But do bear in mind, you will get your crocus bulbs worth £9.99. So if you take off the value of the crocus bulbs, you're actually getting 100 litres of our premium professional compost for the best part of £14, which is amazing value for money. So I would definitely get your compost today. I know you've got lots of winter bedding to put in, you've got hanging baskets to do, so do grab that today while you're going to get the free crocus bulbs as well. 200503 for our premium professional compost, but really nice to get those handy sized bags as well. Rebecca, oh my word, this is the plant of the week, and you've absolutely loved it. Buy 10 plants for $14.99, get 20, double up for just another £5. These are perennials that will come back year after year after year. They'll give you massive carpets of colour, great for the kind of middle of the border, so they get to about 60 centimetres, and you just get hundreds, if not thousands, of these flowers that look so perfect, every single one of them. And if you do double up for our plant of the week, you can get 20 for $19.98. Great for beds and borders, but great in pots, of course, as well. And then if you want value when it comes to bulbs, we have got, and I cannot recommend this highly enough, we have got a wonderful 300 spring bulb flowering collection for $12.99. Works out less than 5p a bulb. And you're going to still get your crocus bulbs on top of those as well, by the way. And you've got everything there from your different types of alliums. You've got a wonderful selection of mixed tulips. You've got your mini daffodils. Just a huge selection of your favourite bulbs. And all ready to plant right now for $12.99, which is amazing. And you know what? Planting bulbs at this time of year, you kind of plant them for you forget about them. And then spring comes and they start to poke through the ground. And when you're feeling a bit down in kind of February, March, suddenly these joyous bulbs start to flower, and it's wonderful. And you'll get up on a spring morning and wander around the garden, you'll see these wonderful displays, and you'll be so glad that you actually planted them. So I cannot recommend it highly enough. And it is, look, it's just a really great deal on that. It's one of our big value deals on today's show. If you want one of our Sunday viewers streaming us as well, make sure you get those in your basket, 630050. And then we also brought you those chick charms. These are great. They survive in the poorest of areas, actually. Bex was saying they were originally used even to kind of plug up holes in walls and things like that. So lots of different varieties. You get 3 fabulous selections today. I've got these in pots in my garden with just gravel around them, and they look really, really attractive, and they look good all year round as well. And that is 560993. But we are with, of course, Bex today, my gardening buddy. It's a small...
What happened then?
So one of the chick charms decided to leap out of its pot.
I heard something.
I don't know how it did that. I mean, it, like literally, we didn't even touch it. It just leaped out of its pot.
The pot's gone on the floor. All right, that's fine. Let's show you some of the roots that are on here. I don't mind doing that at all. Beautiful
I honestly don't know how it did that. Anyway, we're live this morning.
Oh, look, the chicks.
Yeah.
Look, the chicks are coming off.
They are.
So
You can
these are called
repot those.
hens and chicks, actually.
They are, aren't they? Yeah.
This is the beautiful thing. So you get the hen, which is the kind of mother plant, and then you get these wonderful little chicks that grow off the side of it. So you've always got, like, you can put that in. You've got little babies that you can put in, and it'll keep growing. This is the wonderful thing about these particular plants. I'm putting them in the unusual category because I think there's something just that little bit different for you to have in your garden.
And again, if you've got maybe a small garden or a minimalist garden, they just look great in little pots and displays, don't they?
Yeah, and I think on a rockery, these are absolutely
I agree.
brilliant plants to have because they're going to, I mean, they just root in to the smallest of areas. Little cracks, if you've got little walls and things, tiny little cracks in walls, they will root into.
And if you have got maybe a pond and you've got lots of like rocks around it,
that would be perfect.
Yeah.
And you're getting year-round colour with these. They are fully hardy. They're very collectible because there's lots of different ones that you can get. We've put together 3 of some of the kind of best colour ranges that we're talking about here. You've got 3 different varieties. Apple Teeny, which is the emerald green with the chocolate tips. You've got Key Lime Kiss, which is the bright green one. And then you've got the Autumn Apple, which is the green that darkens to burgundy. They all throw out these kind of star-shaped pink flowers, really bright pink flowers you get from these. And that happens sort of June into September time, so over the summer months. As it flowers, one of those those rosettes will sort of die off. But the fact that you then get those additional chicks, you just put a little chick in its place and it will fill that gap for you.
Fabulous, aren't they? And I think
they're really clever.
And I'm really grateful that my nan and my mum got me into gardening, and I still garden with my mum. And I think you could get the kids involved with those as well.
My nan, I'm sure she used to have these. I'm thinking about it. She had this lovely conservatory across the back of the house. I'm sure she used to have these there.
I think my Gran had them as well.
Yeah.
Things
she did.
Things come. Gardening is, fashions come and go, and
this. Mum.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on because you've.
Oh, alliums.
The alliums, right. Love these. Buy one, get 2 absolutely free. Now, I've
That's
seen...
crazy.
I like it when I always like it when it's buy 2, get 1 free, but we've made it even better. Buy 1, get 2 absolutely free on these. You might be thinking, alliums this time of year, don't be ridiculous, Shaun and Bex, but these are late summer and
We are
autumn
not being
alliums.
ridiculous.
No.
These are the world's first summer flowering alliums.
Wow.
World's first summer flowering alliums. So if you love alliums, as I do, they have a relatively short flowering season and it's earlier on in the spring.
And sometimes when it's not a great spring, you don't get to enjoy them as much out in the garden.
No, you're not spending as much time out in the garden maybe because of the weather. With this, if you've got your alliums in the garden and you add your lavender bubbles into your collection, what you are going to be able to do is increase that allium flowering season because you can have alliums right through from spring right through to September. These don't flower until July, August, September time.
Wow.
And that is absolutely brilliant.
I tell you what, people are going to be like, how can you get alliums to grow at this time of year?
I know, don't tell them the secret.
No.
No, do tell them the secret. Get them to come and join us here. They have these lovely calming colours. I'm a big fan of purple. It's my total favourite.
I love it with white.
Yeah, and I like it with yellows as well.
Yes.
That's a new one for me. I'm discovering the yellow and the purple together is absolutely gorgeous combination. They're low maintenance. These are not a plant that you need to mollycoddle. And looking at them, you'd think that this is something that you can't grow, that's something that needs real skill, but it doesn't. Plant these out, give them a bit of water, obviously, plant them in a sunny position. They do like sunshine. And honestly, you will have these to enjoy for such a long time. You get lots of flowers per plant as well. Once it's established, it will multiply for you. And there are a slightly more compact variety of alliums. Some alliums can get incredibly tall. I've got the whole variety myself, and I've got the really tall ones that come almost up to...
Yeah, like a meters.
Chest
and more.
height.
Yeah.
Something different. Chest height. Yeah, they can get really tall. These are a bit more compact, about 50 centimetres in height. We're talking here, but remember they will establish and multiply for you.
I mean,
but it's all about having that long allium flowering season, isn't it?
There are so many things yet again that I want to buy today. They're only $12.99. It's a buy one get two free. Again, to get all the offers, and I know lots of you getting the hang of this now, but you always have to put that code in. So the YGTV11, obviously it gets you your free gift, your £10 worth of crocus, $9.99. But also any other offers, it unlocks those.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, that one, for example. So you've got to always put that special code in your basket. That's what makes the TV shows that little bit extra special. Now, also.
He must have got the bulb collection.
Who was that?
Alwyn, your friend, Steve Metz.
Yes.
He's been planting his alliums this morning. 120 he's planted.
Well done.
So did you buy the collection then, Alwyn? Oh, that's going to be amazing. In spring next year, that's going to be amazing. If you haven't got the lavender bubbles, Alwyn, you need to get those as well.
Well, I think these are a must for me as well. I do.
Yeah. I haven't got these ones yet. I've got the other alliums, and I've got some additional bulbs this year of alliums to plant, but I haven't got these ones yet.
Yeah. Well,
I can't afford to spend my wages.
Well, you've got 2 kids.
I've got 2 kids, and Christmas is coming.
Yeah, I'm fine.
But I really want to.
I'm going to spend all my wages every week. I'm determined to.
You made sensible decisions. You made sensible life decisions, you see.
I don't know about that.
Hi,
right.
however.
Something that I genuinely have got euphorbia in my garden. I've got several, because I've got some of my garden's quite windy and exposed, and also a bit shady, and these have done brilliant there. They're so easy.
They are
But I love this
easy.
colour.
Easy gardening. I got euphorbia in my garden as well. It's a kind of sunny, shady spot, and it is thriving. It is filled out. It's absolutely beautiful. It's great in pots. It's great in borders. It's fantastic in rockeries as well, actually. Relatively compact. We're talking 60 by 60, so I guess you'd need a bigger rockery to put this in rather than a smaller one. But this is a winter hardy plant as well, down to -15. So this is not one that we're really going to need to worry about here in the UK, unless you're living in the far north, Outer Hebrides or something, the Highlands. It is evergreen, so you've got lovely year-round interest with this one. The wildlife adore this because this will push up bright yellow and a lime-coloured flowers from this as well that the wildlife are going to love. The colour of it, you're absolutely right, that Merlot colour. Because you were saying there's lots of different euphorbias, aren't there?
There's loads of varieties.
That gorgeous kind of, red wine colour that you get from this is absolutely stunning.
And I was saying, with gardens, it's all about different. I'm not a garden designer, but I think I've got.
I'd like to try and
design.
I
would. I have designed my own garden, in terms of did all the planting.
Maybe we should try that next year. We should enter ourselves into a garden designing competition.
I'd love that. I'd love it.
Should we do that?
But, yeah. Not say we'd win, but I love it. But I do know different textures, different colours.
Yeah, it changes throughout the year as well. So you get this kind of changing foliage colour throughout the year, which is really interesting.
Planting in threes as well. A lot of garden designers often plant in odd numbers, 3s, 5s, whatever.
Absolutely.
So they are going to be amazing, and they do look great in pot specs, don't they?
They look great in pots, definitely. And they also, obviously if you plant them, I was going to say they're drought tolerant, and they are once they get established. Obviously if you're planting them in pots, they're going to need a bit more water than if you planted them into borders, but relatively a drought tolerant plant. Very, very low maintenance, but high reward.
And I know there's been a big buzz about those here at YouGarden. And don't forget, we've got 11 acres of nursery here. We're in our giant potting shed, surrounded by 11 acres of nursery. But there was a real big buzz with those euphorbia because of the colour. They're absolutely gorgeous. And I love a Merlot, don't you?
I do love a Merlot.
Love a Merlot.
My teeth don't, but
on my lips. So this is where we live, by the way. Yes, this is our new home. YouGarden, for those of you that are new to the show.
We're just there on the left.
Yeah, we are. But YouGarden always provided the plants on our previous channel, our Other World. And now that channel is no longer with us, we are working directly with YouGarden. We're in the nursery. It's the best home we've ever had. And Everything is on site. Also, as a nursery, they try and be environmentally as friendly as possible. That's a big reservoir that was built in the last few years. That saves us, millions of litres of watering. But also, all of the packaging is 100% recyclable. So, the lifting vehicles are all electric now. So they've really, really done so much to make sure that we are keeping up with the environment as well. We've got brilliant customer service. As we mentioned, if any of your plants, the hardy plants, ever die and don't do what we say that they will, you can just give us a call, get in touch, and we will replace them just for postage. So basically, as long as you pay the postage, we will replace any of the fully hardy plants. Delivery, we always say 5 to 7 days. It depends on the time of the year. Right now, you may even get your orders in 1 day or 2. Can't guarantee it, but we are feedback from you, lovely people, on our social media and on the YouGarden website. Orders sometimes have been delivered the very next day, and yours wasn't it?
Mine was. I ordered on Friday because I just couldn't stop thinking about some of the plants from the shows, and it was delivered on Saturday.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to order tonight when I get home, and I'll let you know how long it takes my order. And we don't get VIP treatment.
No, we don't get VIP treatment.
We
honestly.
don't. We don't. And we wouldn't expect it, but
I don't know. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
We might manage. Do you think we might get the odd free plant backs? Do you think?
Maybe.
If we're good,
if
we're extra good.
Maybe.
But anyway, the prices are great, and we love being part of the show, and we're learning every week, as hopefully all our lovely viewers as well, because there's always new things on the show that are new to us as well. Right, what we're going to go back to this is something I've never grown. The chlorhodendron, the pink diamond, the glory flower. Pretty amazing, isn't it?
Look at the size of it.
I know.
I've just put my hand over it. I have big hands. I do not have dainty girl hands.
Yeah, you got shovels.
I've got shovels. I have got shovels. They are big hands. Honestly, I think I've got bigger hands than you, Shaun.
No, you haven't.
We'll check later.
I've got old hands. I've got gardener's hands. These have taken. Honestly, my hands are the oldest part of my body. They've taken a battering over the years. But anyway, these are big, beautiful flowers.
Big, beautiful flowers, and there's so much to talk about with this plant, because not only have you got that lovely cluster of those smaller flowers on there, but obviously probably hundreds of them making up that entire cluster that we've got here. And it will get loads of those clusters all over this plant as it matures and grows, reaching 120 by 120. So what's that, 4 foot by 4 foot we're talking about? That's a big size we're talking about here from this. But what you've also got are these, and I think this really makes these stand out, is these heart-shaped, variegated leaves on here. And they're big, they're luscious, sort of like big cabbage leaves that you've got on here. I think they are, I love this one. Look at the shape of it.
The cream variegated edges.
I love the edges on there. And as this grows and matures and fills out, and you get more and more leaves on there and more of those flowers on there, this is going to be such an unusual feature. This is one I think I'm going to spend some money on this week.
Do you know, I've just had a flashback, because I remember seeing this with Peter McDermott, who's a big guy at the nursery, he's the MD.
Head gardener.
He's brilliant. But even he was I'd say a little bit unfamiliar with this, and he knows everything, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does know so much.
It was something that was a little bit unusual even for him. So you may have never seen it before. It will need a bit of protection over winter, you were saying, Bex.
It will. It's hard. We call it half hardy. So it's going to be hardy down to probably early minus figures.
Yeah. And again, it depends on what winter we get. A few years ago we didn't even get a frost where I lived. Last winter was really harsh. So if you know it's going to be cold, now we are getting massive peaks of you on the website, of course, YouTube, Facebook. 510999 is your item number. Right, I'm going to, because we're getting loads of new viewers, I'm just going to go through the very, very basics, if I can. I'm going to show you the best seller of the show with Bex right now. This, seriously, is the deal of the century. Okay.
I was going to say deal of the week, but I'm going with you.
I was going to say deal of the day, and I was thinking week, but I'm going to deal of the century.
Deal of the century.
It's one of the best we've ever seen, and we've worked together for 20 odd years. The Lloyd Petalum, 1 for $15.99. If you double up, you get 2 for $24.98.
These are big, healthy, established plants. It is going to be. Yeah, go on, dig it out. Look.
Really well established. I mean,
gorgeous root structure that we've got going on.
And they do have finer roots, these. Look, they really do.
Fiery roots. I love them.
With these, they look absolutely divine. I mean, look at the colour of the foliage, these lovely, gorgeous bronze leaves. But it shows the flowers because they are like, you describe them as ribbons, I said fireworks. We've got flowers in the autumn. You will get more, in my opinion, from my own experience, you get more flowers, generally speaking, in the spring. But oh my word, they are stunning. They grow naturally in a gorgeous shape, so they kind of cascade. They don't form a ball or anything like that. They gently cascade. But I've got mine in a semi-shady area, quite exposed, you know, and they've done really, really well. They did survive the winter. Hardy to about -10 at least.
Hardy to about -10, shade-loving plants.
Yeah.
So, you know, for those of you that are really struggling to find things to plant into the shady areas, I've got a couple of them. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. It's not going to grow and take over. It's not going to get absolutely massive. We're talking about sort of about 1.20 m height on this and a bit of spread here as well. But evergreen, this is wonderful. You're going to have this gorgeous colour absolutely all year round.
I mean,
and the flowers are going to happen twice a year. So you'll get them in about now, so September, October time, but you'll also get those flowers again during those spring months. So sort of February, March, April time as well.
Now, to get 2 of these today, and obviously if you're watching live right now, coming up to about 11:45 this Thursday morning, grab those as soon as you can.
Look at those against the white pot. We're both going to do this, aren't we? I think against that white pot, it really stands out. You want that kind of lighter colour to really make that pop.
Well, they are going really quickly, so 2 of those. What else do you get though? Well, every single show has got a promo code.
Are you knocking everything over?
I've knocked everything over this morning. Ultra excited. So, YGTV11, that is a code valid right now. That will give you £9.99 worth of crocus. I mean, who doesn't want a free gift? And these are gorgeous crocus. Put them in your pots, put them in your hanging baskets, put them in your, you know, like Bex is doing, in the lawn if you want to.
Yeah, and 40 of them.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to create a really nice display, and those will naturalise over time as well. So the displays will get better for you over the years. So
if that isn't a deal, I don't know what is. £24.98, 2 of the huge Loyal Petalums in the 2-litre pots, £9.99 worth of crocus, and free delivery as well. So,
perfect.
And so we've just made an example basket here. So, I mean, you might as well get your compost because you're going to be using that at this time of year. So, Loyal Petalum, we put 2 in there, and suddenly we've got that nice big discount of £7. The allium, put 1 in, but because we put the code in, suddenly 2 extra free ones pop in our basket. Very nice indeed. And the free crocus, they've just popped in the basket. All of that only happens when you put the YGTV11 in. And look what we've saved there, £67.96. Now, it's actually saying there, save a further £6.90 from joining the club, okay? The club is amazing. We've got tens of thousands of members now. So by joining the club, you now save an extra £6.90 and your total saving is £78.66 there. I know, and the club, £5 for the year on auto renewal. Now, please don't think that we're going to, you know, make you be a member of the club for the rest of your life. You can cancel at any time, but £5 a year. So we got our club membership back in one order there, but also there's loads of other benefits, things like £20 worth of vouchers to spend on the website and the shows as well. Loads of benefits. £5 is all you pay today for the auto renewal, saving £15. Right, because we've got so many of you on our website right now, don't forget to get your compost. And do you know, we sell so much compost every single day, every single week, but I really like this configuration because even me sometimes, I'm not, you know, I'm reasonably fit and healthy, but a heavy issue.
Especially after a day of gardening, sometimes it can be exhausted,
you know, I've got to lift another bag of compost. So these are the smaller bags, but they add up to the same 100 litres that you love. And £23.97, so you get 2 40s and the 20, which is really, really nice and easy to use. But it's the best-selling compost, and we think it's, in our opinion, it's the best compost on the marketplace. But it is a professional compost.
It is a professional compost, and you know what? It's not just our opinion. Over the years that we've been selling this compost, thousands and thousands and thousands of people have actually written to us and said how amazing this is.
Yeah,
they've sent us pictures of the results that they've had using this compost, and I have had amazing results. You've had amazing results, and it is because it is premium professional compost. It started its life just as the nursery's compost. They use it here. A lot of what you see is grown in this compost, and so it wasn't available to us, to you and me, but they did make it available because they got such amazing results. It turns you into a professional gardener overnight because it is packed with good ingredients.
And honestly, when you get this home and just feel it and smell it, it's
you
good.
Right, you can tell the difference. If you are used to going and buying compost, from, you'll pick up a bag, won't you, from the garden centre or the nursery or the garage, and it's claggy and horrible and it smells awful and it's got loads of random bits in it.
Yeah, sometimes big bits of
twigs
that haven't been properly composted.
That really frustrates me because half of it's, and you end up picking those bits out, don't you?
Oh, it's really wet or really dark and it smells.
This isn't. This is the same quality every single time you open that bag up. It is absolutely amazing. So in here, look, I found one. We've got a lovely green ball in there. That's a slow release fertiliser. That will release food into your plants for a good 6 months from once you planted them in here. We've got composted wood fibre. You can see all these little fibres running through it. That helps with the texture. It makes it lovely, light, friable, airy texture, allowing roots to get in there and grow, but also allows for even water distribution plus water retention as well. Lime to balance out the pH, which really makes this a good all-round compost. Seeds through to trees is what we say you can plant in here. Also houseplants. My houseplants have come on amazingly since I've been using this. What else have I missed? Peat. 3 different types of peat in here. Black and white peat. Makes up less than 50% of the volume of the compost because obviously we know that there's an environmental thing, so that has been reduced over the years, replaced with other key, good, scientifically backed, amazing for your plants ingredients.
Now, we would both love you to try this today, and honestly, bear in mind, even if you just buy the compost, you'll get your free crocus. Just put in YGTV11, all delivered free, you will get £10 worth of crocus. So actually, if you take the value of the crocus off, and at £9.99, they're not expensive. Say one of the big stores, 25 crocus for £6. So our price is pretty bang on.
Yep.
But you're actually getting 100 litres of our premium professional compost works out about £14. And if you're a club member, take £1, you take your 10% off that. So the value is phenomenal.
It honestly makes such a difference.
It really is.
It makes such a difference when you use this. It really, really does.
It's false
and you won't know
economy to
until
buy
you try
cheap
it.
compost.
It is.
Yeah.
It
so hope you buy that today. If you're brand new viewer, we would love you to try it here on YouGarden TV. Now, we are rapidly running out of time. We are back live at 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Yes, we are.
And don't forget our Sunday,
plants.
Our Sunday viewers, the shows keep coming. So don't turn off at the end of the show. There'll be another one coming. I tell you what we haven't mentioned.
Yeah, we haven't done that, have we?
No, the pineapple guava. And I had this in my previous home, and I absolutely loved it. I didn't dig it up. It got to a wonderful size. It got to about, I'd say, 4 or 5 foot wide, 3 or 4 foot tall.
It can do the same. So it can get 180 centimetres tall, 180 wide, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Yeah, and we can 5, 6 foot.
But honestly, I've hardly ever seen these since I bought mine years ago, and it's called the pineapple guava, £19.99, postage included. This isn't in flower now. Actually, that is really good for this, isn't it? Yeah, actually, £19.99 with postage included, and it's a big plant.
I'm just going to move the picture to the side because that is covering up a bit of this, so you can see how much you're getting with this.
Now, I got so excited when mine flowered because the flowers are really unusual.
They're so exotic.
They are.
They're really exotic. The kind of flowers you get on here is kind of. I think I would have to fly to like Asia or something to be able to, see that beautiful flower. I'm expecting to see that in the side of, somebody's a lovely, beautiful lady's hair. It's so pretty.
And I'll have to ask, because I know the girls that bought my previous house, I'll have to ask if it has fruited since I left there.
Yeah.
But I did get loads of the flowers. Now, mine it never died, and it was in the ground, and it was there for years, so I'm presuming it must have been fully hardy.
Oh yeah, hardy plant, not a problem with this one. Hardy down to about -5.
Yeah, so mine.
You know, not really an issue here. Evergreen, so you'll always have these beautiful leaves on here. You get that lovely exotic display, late spring, early summer with the flowers, and then in autumn it produces these delicious kind of tropical tasting green egg-shaped fruits on here as well. So there's so much to kind of look at and enjoy on this plant. It's not just about the flowers and the foliage. You get fruits on here as well.
And can you eat the fruits, Bex?
You can.
Because I'll be honest, I never got fruits on mine. I did get the flowers.
Yeah, you can eat the fruits fresh, or you can put them into pies and crumbles and things as well. So yeah, it's not a problem.
But do you know, just as a plant, you know, even if you forget the fruits, just for the foliage and the flowers, they are amazing.
I like it.
And I will be honest, some years I got like a few flowers, and some years it was covered. It varied, you know.
Yeah, I wonder. I think you can prune. One of the plants fell over.
One of those shows.
It's one of those shows today, isn't it?
Yeah. But do you know what? I say thank you. We're getting a really good following now, and loads of orders coming in. And say we are all about gardening for everybody. Whatever size garden you've got, whatever knowledge you've got, we are here really to help and to be part of our gardening community. Right, let's just remind you of a couple of favourites while we've still got a little bit of time. You've loved the allium bubbles. These are amazing, aren't they? You know, these are alliums that flower late summer. And if you buy one today, you will get two absolutely free. They have been a top seller. We have got them back today, but they're an absolute must-have to get in your basket. And they're 561055 at just $12.99. And one of the other amazing deals on our show today has got to be the Astrantia. How incredible were these? Really good size in the 17 centimetre pot. Buy one for $6.99, which is great. But I'm going to urge everybody, double up, get two of them for just £3 more at £9.99. They are really good value. They are beautiful plants, and at that size for two for £9.99, incredible value for money. If you do put together after the show a big order, I know many of you do now, so a lot of you watch the show and then place your order afterwards. Don't forget, you only pay postage per order. So whatever the highest postage is, and it's normally the biggest item, you know, the one that's going to be the most expensive to deliver, that cost will cover the entire order. So don't forget that. So if they go, oh, that item's $4.99, postage $6.99, that will be for everything. And even if your order comes in two separate boxes, and it may well do, that one postage will cover all of those deliveries. So do take advantage. Put together a big order, get everything you need, do it in one go, and you only pay one delivery charge.
I think that's really good because you know when you're ordering stuff from TV or internet or websites or whatever, that postage can be a real barrier, can't it? So
and the thing is. And you'll know when you place first order. YouGarden have spent
such a long time.
Such a long time developing the best packaging so your plants arrive in perfect condition. A lot of work goes into it, and a lot of cost. But they're helping to really spread the cost of delivery by just saying one postage per order. Just the highest P&P will cover your entire order.
Good.
And all of the packaging, as I said, is recyclable as well, 100%. Right, which bulbs have you loved? Oh, no, we missed these out, didn't we?
No, we haven't done these ones yet. I mean, there's a few bulbs on the show, so do have a look on the website. We've got lots of bulbs on offer for you. But this is your daffodils. These are the 25 mixed daffodils that you're getting in here. So this is a big bag that you're getting, 25 of these, which I think is an amazing price, but obviously we've got this lovely double deal here as well.
Oh, that is good, isn't it?
Isn't it?
I love Nursery. So for another $4.99, you get another 25 bulbs.
So 50 bulbs in total, which is incredible value. And I like the fact that you're getting an entire mix in here, because there are so many different varieties, aren't there? Of course there are,
and
it's hard to decide, well, I like that one, I like that one, I like that one. You don't have to decide. You're getting the mixture in here. With that variety, daffodils. We all know daffodils. 50 centimetres in height, potentially, these can reach. Spring colour, absolutely gorgeous sunshine colour.
And just look at this. I mean,
they're good quality bulbs.
All of our bulbs on YouGarden They are selected to be of obviously a really good size, so they will be in there. The embryo of a flower ready to go. Sometimes if you buy bulbs from, some of the big stores and the supermarkets, you get a real mixture of sizes, and some maybe are not mature enough to actually produce a flower. So you end up with, what we call blind bulbs and things like that.
Yes.
But with these, every single bulb is of a really good size, really good quality, which means that the flower, the embryo of the flower, is in there ready to delight you in spring 2024.
Yeah,
there we go.
March, April time next year, you will have a sea of daffodils if you do that double deal on these. Every garden should have daffodils planted, just like I think every garden should have tulips for the spring flowering as well.
Right, we are out of time. We are back at 2 o'clock this afternoon. So wherever you found us, YouTube, Facebook Live, YouGarden.com, we will be there. Sunday morning viewers, hello to you as well. I know loads of you stream on a Sunday morning. Another show will appear after this one, so we'll keep the shows coming. Different shows, different deals all through Sunday. So don't think, that's the end. No, another
don't
great
switch off.
No, don't switch off. We will be back with more shows. And Sunday's it's a really busy day for us, actually.
It is, yeah.
So can I say a massive thank you? We're going to leave you the details of the bestseller, the Lori Petalum. One of those, $15.99, two for $24.98, and you'll get your free crocus only with that code YGTV11. For myself, Shaun Ryan,
and me, Bex,
the lovely Bex. We will see you at 2 o'clock, hopefully, this afternoon, live with more brand new plants on, of course, YouGarden TV. Thank you for watching.